Hey guys, it's day 9 in the 15-day Tumblr video challenge. Today's challenge video is about your biggest insecurity. My biggest insecurity is my appearance. Like most girls, it's the reason that we straighten our hair or that we wear makeup. The reasons that we dress the way we do, the reasons we dye our hair or even go on a diet. It's understandable why we care about our appearance because your appearance, whether you think you do this or not, you judge people. It's not always a bad thing. People say, oh, you judged me. Well, that's not always a bad thing. If I see someone and they're in the mall and we're walking past each other and they have the same shirt on I do, that says that we like the same things. Or if they're wearing something that has like a band on the front, okay, we have something in common. We like the same music. Um, your appearance is like, they say don't judge a book by its cover, but I think you should because that tells you what it's about. You know, the back book cover tells you what you're going to read about inside, and it kind of gives you a thing like, okay, you know, am I going to like this or not really? Sometimes, though, we can be judged badly, and I think that it's more and more popular, especially in this generation, and these expectations being so high now. I mean, with Photoshop, you see all these celebrities who look absolutely amazing. If you go into a tabloid magazine, though, you'll see, oh, is she pregnant because she gained 5 pounds? It's just sending a message out there that's not really something positive and that most girls can't live up to. It's unrealistic. But it's still there. The two biggest insecurities I have about my appearance are my weight and my skin. When I say skin, I don't mean like my face or acne or anything. When I was little, I suffered from ADD and OCD. My OCD is getting a lot better, and I'm working on it, but still not really all the way there. But when I was little, it was especially bad was when things were out of pattern. I could not, I couldn't deal with it. So like in the summer when I ran my I'd itch off my mosquito bites like most little kids do. It became a sore. But then when I ran my hands down my arm, um, I'd feel that, and I'd have to pick it off. I'd have to take it off, and then because then my arm would be smooth and there wouldn't be any distractions, any obstructions. But then a new one would grow back, and I'd have to take that one off too. And it got to the point where now the skin on my legs is not what I want it to be. Even some places on my arms, and it's still there. I still have issues with it, but it's a lot more. It affects me more. Um, when I was little, I thought I wouldn't care because right now I'm the girl I never thought I would be. To be completely honest with you, I just have this memory of my neighbor telling me someday when you're a teenager, you're gonna regret this because you're gonna have scars and you're not gonna like them. And I told her no. I said I'm always gonna be a tomboy and I'm not gonna care what other girls think of me because I'm not gonna wear makeup and I'm not gonna straighten my hair. I'm gonna continue to wear basketball shorts and extra extra large t-shirts. But that's not true because I was at soccer conditioning yesterday, which made me wear shorts. And afterwards, we got out the same time as wrestling and basketball. And I went out into our like little lobby of our school or whatever. And this guy asked me, he said, "What's wrong with your legs, Nicole?" And I just left. I didn't really know what to say, so I left. Um, it's that kind of stuff that makes me feel bad about myself. I know that I'm not a generally bad-looking person, but when people ask me, "What's wrong with you?" It's kind of like, "Oh, okay." Um, that was also my New Year's resolution was to try not to get any new scars this year. Yeah, I don't really know how all that's gonna go. Yeah, I don't wear shorts, especially not to school. The whole school year, I haven't worn shorts to school. Even if it was like 90 degrees when school started, I wore long pants. It might get to the point where I'll roll them up a little bit, but I'm not wearing shorts. That also brings me to my second part, which was my weight. Before I go into this, I would like to say that everyone is beautiful and that, oh, that sounded weird, and that what is important is that you accept yourself. And if you can accept yourself at any weight, that is absolutely fantastic. And I envy you in every way possible that you do not even understand. The importance about this is being comfortable to yourself. And I in no way do not want to offend anyone who weighs more than I do or even less than I do and considers themselves overweight. Now, I have, oh my god, ouch. I have Hashimoto's thyroid disease and hypoactive thyroid syndrome. Hashimoto's is where, now that I'm medicated, but if I didn't, I would get a big goiter on my neck, which is really disgusting, probably have breathing problems, and it eventually might kill me. But I'm medicated, so everything's fine and dandy. They caught it really early, actually extremely early. You usually don't get it until you're in your 60s. Yeah. Anyways, the other thing, the hypoactive thyroid syndrome, is something that affects my metabolism, and I didn't know this for a long time. I was recently diagnosed about 2 years ago, and I've lost over 50 to 60 pounds since then. I'm 5'2", and I have been for the last 5 years. I am currently at the lightest weight I have been in these past 5 years. Before I go on, I should also say that my parents have been divorced for 10 years now. I think they've been apart for 10 years. Me and my dad never had a good relationship, and right now we really don't have any. I'm home alone right now because my mom is taking my other sister to see my dad and his family. I'm staying here. But yeah, we never really had a relationship, and part of that, oh, look at that little flyaway here. And part of that was because of what he's said to me in the past. When I was little, not literally that little, I'm still little, I guess. I'd be like 10 years old, and like I said, I'm the lightest I have been in the past 5 years. He would tell me that I was gross, and that I was disgusting, and that I was smelly, and that I was too big, and that I needed to eat less and eat healthy, and that I did eat healthy, by the way, and then I need to exercise more when, like I said earlier, I was that tomboy who always was with the guys who wore I didn't wear guys' clothes. I didn't wear makeup. I didn't straighten my hair. I exercised. Like I said, we didn't know about my thyroid issue then, but he continued to, I don't know, I almost guess you could say harass me about my weight and just pretty much really downgraded me there to the point where I started getting self-conscious. Because of my weight, I never wore girls' clothes. Never. I wore really big, I wear like extra extra large t-shirts. I still wear some of my clothes from back then because I wore clothes so large that when I finally did grow, I could like grow into them because now, yeah, I don't know, they're so big, they're so huge on me actually. Yeah, it's just, I used to weigh, at one point I was 5 foot and 170 pounds. Now I am 5'2" and I am a lot lighter. Actually, I think the scale's in here. Maybe I'll check this out for you guys. Now I'm 119.5 pounds. So that's kind of a big change. Like I said, I was never comfortable in my body whatsoever. I still struggle with that because although I've lost so much weight, I still feel I still am not comfortable in my body. You have to understand that oh my god, I don't really know how to say this without sounding like a complete bitch. I'm part of that group. Half the reason I'm part of that group is because I like 2 people, 2 through maybe 4 people in that group, and I put up with the rest because it's easier than having drama and hating them, because I don't have any drama right now. I don't really like being in that group or whatever you want to say. I don't like being popular because people assume that I'm like them and I don't like that. I don't know, I like shopping at Hot Topic and I like piercings and tattoos and they're all like, ugh. And I don't like pink and I don't like wearing skirts. I don't like dressing up and getting nice. I'd rather wear sweatpants to school. And some of the people that I tell the most to are from other groups. I don't like cliques. Cliques just kind of suck. I guess I don't want to get into that. I'll talk more about that in my questions and answers video because that was one of the topics I was asked to talk about. But most of my friends could be models. That's the best way to put it. I have this one friend who's absolutely tiny. She's 2 inches taller than me and she hasn't broke 100 pounds yet. I have another friend who is 5'7" and weighs the same as I do. All my friends kind of look like they walked out of a magazine, and being with them, like going to the beach with them and stuff, switching out clothes with them and realizing how much better they look in my things, that's what's downgrading for me, is the fact that I feel like I can't fit in this body. And so that's my biggest insecurity. And if you can live your life without feeling as shitty as I do, I applaud you. If you can look beyond what other people see and realize that you are a perfection inside, because everybody is, in someone's eyes, you are perfection, then I'm so envious of you. But the reality is, I can't. And so I will continue to be insecure about my appearance, because that is my biggest insecurity.